Let's talk about a day in the life of a cloud engineer, folks, and just what I got up to today. I mean, I know what I'm doing because we work off a 2 week sprint. So we get our stories, or if you call them jobs to do inside that sprint, based on like a points-based system about how difficult you think they're going to be to complete, and that can get rejigged in the sprint when we do our sprint reviews, folks, and sprint planning. So it's never really a pressurized 2 week to get something done exactly on the 2 week block. Okay, things can change. So we have a catch up in the morning where everybody says, what did you do yesterday, what are you doing today, and any blockers, and you can help each other out. It's a quick turnover, and then most of the conversation throughout the day just happens in an MS Teams channel. If you do need to hook up with people to get something across the line because a face-to-face is quicker, you can organize that around like their workload and your own workload, and seeing if they're available. And folks, the tools that I touched on today, Jira is obviously handling my sprints and stories, the jobs that you do. Confluence holds all the documentation that you might have to follow, or you might have to create documentation, architecture diagrams if needs be. You can also put little videos on there too. The tools on the trade that I was using are Terraform. I work in Azure, and I was working with role-based access control in Azure today, folks, and I was also updating some federated credentials via service principals and GitHub Actions. And I was also, as per my video yesterday, folks, updating some provider versions on some repositories. Like I said, business as usual activities, folks. These things can sometimes come around because it just needs done as business as usual, folks. Sometimes, like I said, these need updating just because there's been a bug or there's been a security incident somewhere else in the tech industry that's made people aware. And there's discussions that you have as well, folks, on the 2 week sprint too sometimes dictate the work as well. People might highlight things that need done, and then that gets included. You could hear there's not a lot of tools I've touched today at all. Sometimes you're doing a lot of research into things that you might not know a lot about, but it's like people I work with say, don't just do things for the sake of doing it. Know what you're doing and why you're doing it, because if you do get it wrong, it's not a biggie. If you know why you've done it and you've got a logical process of actually getting to that point. But it's like my manager says to me today, if you've done something just to get like a 50-50 answer, it's worked or it hasn't, you're not really learning something from that, it's a really logical way to work as well. It makes sense. Do your research into something. If it does go wrong, you've got the story to back it up, to say I did this way because of XYZ, and you've got the knowledge there and you've got the evidence of why you've done it. So yeah, if you've got any questions, folks, that's what it's all about. The tech industry is collaborative. That's what I like about it as well. I'm always asking questions and being curious, folks. So if you take away something from this here, I hope it helps you out. But drop anything in the comments, folks, and we can move forward together. So I leave this one with you and wish you all the best. Take care and good luck.